Oh, welcome everybody. So before we get started, and while everybody's signing on, we'll go through a little bit of legalities here. Past performance is no indicator of future performance. We are not registered investment advisors. We are not certified. This show is for entertainment purposes only. You should always consult a professional. Nothing in this show is an offer to buy or sell any security. And please do yourself a favor. Read the disclaimer. Okay. So we had a little while everybody's getting ready to sign on and stuff. We had a little technical difficulties yesterday, so we just shelved the show rather than try to fight it. We had some sound problems, so we've obviously taken care of that. So let's see here. Give everybody a chance to sign on. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So first of all, let's talk about what we were going to talk about yesterday. So we talked about on Tuesday, Wednesday, we were in a trade. We bought some Qs overnight. So we cashed those in for 144%. We also cashed in that SPY trade that we opened on Friday. We cashed that out for about 74%. So if you guys are wondering, we're not long on those anymore. Those were cashed out. We also opened up a Q trade today to take advantage of the Facebook earnings, which went south. Facebook missed, and we'll share that with you here. Let's share that with you here. That was Facebook's. This was CNBC's line. Facebook crashes on revenue miss. Are these girls dramatic or what? Huh? Some of the most dramatic women in the market work for CNBC, and they wear suits and ties. But you can see there. Immediately, Facebook crashes, blah, blah, blah. They've had a bunch of articles since then. Interesting. Facebook has picked up about 4 or 5% since that announcement. So we'll see how that works out. But Facebook actually hit on earnings. They beat on their EPS. They just was a little short on revenue. The key will be that conference call afterwards with the forward guidance. So we'll keep an eye on that. Yeah. So one more time, we'll just review here for everybody. Let's put the old market back up there. And yeah, so like we said, we would have talked about this in yesterday's show. We opened up that spider trade on Friday. We cashed that out yesterday for about 74% if you're following along. We also talked about we opened up a Q trade overnight. We cashed that in for 144%. That one worked out real well. And today we opened up another Q trade. We got a lot of good stuff coming down the line. Plus two, Trump made an announcement today that's pretty important. We'll talk about in a few seconds. But, we went along on the Qs. We're up about 66% out of that already. So it's been a good week. We're also in an AKS. We told you on Monday we were opening up an AKS steel trade. That trade's up, I think it's about 6%. Let me just double check. Oh, actually up about 15%. Oh, nice, huh? Things are up so high, we don't even realize it. So yeah, just before we get into the commentary, we cashed in that Q trade for 144%. We cashed in the SPY trade for 74%. We are still holding the AKS steel trade. We're up about 15% on that. We opened up another QQQ trade today, and we're up about 66% on that. Now, don't let that Facebook miss ruin your afternoon, okay? We'll see how it opens tomorrow. The markets are still strong. There's a lot more going on in the market than just Facebook. We would like to see Facebook hit. But really what's important with Facebook will be that forward guidance. You're just checking it here. Yeah, it's down about $16, about 7%. So you can see it was a good day in the market today. We ended up rallying. The Dow opened up red, ended up rallying up about 172 points. S&P was up 25 points, and the NASDAQ made a new all-time high today. Just powering along. A lot of people putting money into the market right now. A lot of bullish bets, too. We spent the morning looking for some good premiums on some Facebook and stuff, and they just weren't there. The military's decided to fly over a helicopter while we're doing this. So let's see here. Let's move on. So look, the big news today, the big news today is Trump Trump in the afternoon announced that he's come to some kind of terms with the European Union to avoid a trade war, and that really buoyed the market. That's a good sign. We're really getting to a testy moment with this trade talk. There's a congressional bill they're trying to pass through, the Congress is trying to pass through, and that's supposed to stop him from putting any more tariffs on car sales and things like that. It's just getting really testy. So some good news from his side was really important right now, and he got it. He got it from the European Union, and the EU is the third largest economy, right? But they also do very well in trade. Germany hasn't had a trade deficit since prior to World War II. It's just been it's been a flourishing environment in trade for the EU. And it looks like Trump made some headway. This might lead to an agreement with China, maybe the NAFTA and all that. We'll see. We'll see how this plays out. But it's important and it's good. And you can see Facebook's doing a nice little recovery after markets. Look, here's the thing, and we've talked about this before. On this aftermarket stuff, it's fun and it does have a little bit of influence, but don't let your night be ruined because you're chewing on your fingernails. We're worrying about what's happening aftermarket. Aftermarket is a select market. It's really where the sharks feed. We never recommend trading aftermarket. These are really some of the best traders in the world that play that. So it's fun to watch, but take it with a grain of salt. We'll see how Facebook recovers here. The rest of the market after hours is trading fine. The Qs are down maybe about 0.5%. That's fine. Twitter's down about 74%. Twitter's had a big run lately. We were looking at Twitter today. They report earnings on Friday. So you guys looking for ideas? That might be a little good idea there. Things chugged back up to that $44, $45 range. And remember, going back, we've got highs of 60, what was it, about $60 if I'm remembering correctly on Twitter. So there could be a lot more room on this, right? One good earnings report. So if you're looking for some ideas, that might be one of them. Other than that Trump news, there's a lot of the old rhetoric about everything else in between. But really right now, the market, we're seeing great earnings. Even with Facebook, they were a little light on revenue, but they hit the EPS. That it shows a nice tight balance sheet there. That with less income, more profits is a good formula, right? So we'll see how that shakes out. It's still down about $16, but it's definitely not crashing. I mean, that's 7% overnight. It's not really much. Let's see what else we've got on our agenda here. So look, guys, if you're not doing well in the market or if you're confused and stuff, there's a link for you now. And, go ahead and if you need help, you know where to click and stuff like that. You can see we did really well this week, the 144% on the Qs. We really did well this week. And, this is the way we trade. When the market's slow and opportunities are hard to find, as traders, we adjust to the market. But when you get an opportunity like earnings season, and we knew coming into earnings season, this was going to be a blasting earnings season. That's the big talk, right? Earnings season, the earnings growth and all that. And then plus two, we've got a fun little thing coming up on Friday. We've got a GDP number coming. So Thursday and Friday could be very, very exciting. Are you positioned? Are you doing well? What are you playing? Thank you, Samuel. And I'll mention that also too. Thank you. But how are you doing? We just cashed in one day. Like we said, you adjust your trading to the market. And right now the market's giving us some very fast opportunities, but these opportunities are going to only last for about a week or two. You want to capitalize on them. Are you capitalizing on them? Like we said, we just did a one-day overnight trade for 144%. Another one we bought on a Friday, we sold on a Monday for 74%. We just entered another one today, which we're already up about 66%. And we've got the AKS trade, the steel trade, which is we're up about 15% on this. Strike while the iron's hot. So that kind of sums it up. Really the big news was Trump in the afternoon coming through with those, making a deal with the Europeans. Isn't that fantastic? you've been hearing all this bad news and you've just been beat up, right? You probably, if you're like us, you're just tired of hearing it. How Trump's destroying relationships and how Trump's going to end the world and he's destroying the global environment and all that. Well, guess what? He got a little bright light today. So let's see how that works out on the market, okay? Going forward, let's go down to the old comment sections. And yes, Samuel, that was the huge news. That trade agreement, that's fantastic news. It's good chance that it leads to other agreements, right? Kind of gets China on board. They want to, you know, nobody wants to miss the party. As traders, we talk about it all the time, right? The FOMO trade, fear of missing out. Well, now the Europeans are getting some with the United States. Will the Chinese want to get in? Will the Mexicans want to get in with NAFTA? How about the Canadians, right? Maple syrup, man. Anyways, but yeah, thank you, Samuel. That's a great comment. Let's go through here. And yes, for all of you Hawaii residents, we are doing a live event. Samuel's been kind enough to post a link in the bottom. If you guys want to join us tomorrow night, we'll be doing a little presentation. There's going to be a good lesson in there. It'll be absolutely worth your time, whether you're interested in signing up for a service or not. Come and attend it. Get to know us, meet us, hear what we have to say. We're going to talk a little bit about trading and stuff. It costs you absolutely nothing. It costs you nothing if you register now. If you show up at the door, I believe there's a door charge. So look, you guys, Thursday night, if you want to learn a little bit about how we trade, come on and join us. It should be a lot of fun. And we're looking forward to it. And we hope that all of you guys join us, for you Hawaii residents. You know, that's a big thing with us right now. And Samuel in the office brought this up. And it was so good. You know, we really are a Hawaii company, right? We're based in Hawaii. The trade room's in Hawaii. The office is in Hawaii. The internet makes the world small, but we are all the way in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. Well, guess what? There's a lot of investors in here, and there's a lot of market players, and there's a lot of people that would like to take advantage of the stock market, but they just have no experience, or it's a frightening proposition, right? Especially if you go it alone. And one of the big things we wanted to do was start reaching out to the local people, because it's important to us. This is our home, and we're one of those people. So if you guys want to get a little bit of a foot in the door in the market, it doesn't matter whether you want to sign up for a service or not. You should come anyways, because it'll be good information, and it's a good way to get your feet wet. If you're a brand new investor, if you're a long time trader, hey, come on down and get to know us and have some fun. You know, like we said, it's a scary market out there. Our big philosophy, you know, the office is trying to help local investors, because look, Hawaii, besides San Francisco, is an incredible cost of living. Almost everybody here, you know, when you hear that Ocasio-Cortez talk about the unemployment number is not as attractive as it sounds because people are working 2-3 jobs. Well, look, that doesn't affect the unemployment number. Okay, that's just BS. But she's got a good point in the sense that, you know, especially in Hawaii, people work 2-3 jobs. You just can't save the money to start a portfolio. You can't save, you know, you can't religiously put 10% of your paycheck. Most people in Hawaii, it's so expensive, the cost of living, that they can't even participate in their 401ks and stuff. They need the paycheck. They can't even afford that, even if they're matched by the company and stuff. So this is an opportunity for them to how to build wealth. Again, we are not a company that is about percentages. We're not about a company that is about buzzwords. We are a company about growing wealth. And that's all we're concerned with. We have more money tomorrow than we had today, and we have a better, nice future, and our future gets brighter every day. Again, so look, if you guys have some time, come join us. Be sure to register online, because first of all, it's very, very popular. The response has just been incredible. And so we want to make sure you got a seat. We're going to do some fun stuff with the presentation, with little worksheets and stuff. So you want to make sure we got enough pens. Make sure you register. And also, too, there is a charge if you show up at the door. So look, if you guys are interested, definitely come join us. But let's do a little review one more time. It doesn't look like we have much on the questions. Again, sorry, our apologies for yesterday's show. We were having some sound problems. And rather than just, do the insane thing, which is try the same thing and expect a different result, we just shelved it till today. So thank you for joining us today. But let's review real quick. It's been a fast-paced week. Generally, if you look at our we keep a very transparent operation here. And so we have this spreadsheet that shows every trade that we've ever made this year, every result and all that. And if you look at this sheet, generally we spend maybe 20, 25, 30 days in a trade on average. This week we've been spending on average about 3, 4, maybe 5 days in trades. So things are really picking up in the market, and you can see it in the results. Like I said, we bought those Qs on Monday. We sold them on Tuesday for 144%. We bought those spiders on Friday. We sold them on Monday for 74%. We also opened up that QQQ trade today, which is already up 66%. We opened up the AKS steel trade a few days ago, and that one's up 15%. So you see, if you're not seasoned or experienced enough to be able to adjust to market conditions like this on the fly, and you need some help, look, and you want somebody that's going to be a partner, not a service, who are a partner, go ahead and click that link. So look, gang, we're going to tie it up for the day. It's been a great day. We're looking forward to tomorrow. Just real quick. Yeah, you see Facebook just picked up another $1 after hours. So again, take after hours with a grain of salt. Okay. It's fun. It's exciting. If you're into the message boards like stocktwits.com, after hours is the time to go read all the posts, because you'll see all the crazies on the board. They'll be swearing that tomorrow's Black Friday. They'll be talking about Facebook and saying how tomorrow's Black Friday and how Trump's finally killed the market and all this. It's an incredible experience. But again, what we always tell you, the basis of all great trades starts with you, the trader. So if you are emotional, if you are not disciplined, if you don't have a plan, if you don't have a solid program, you are going to fail. Part of that is, like we said, staying unemotional. The message boards after hours are a great time to practice that. You see, like this Facebook, when those earnings came out, the first thing, the knee-jerk reaction, that stock was down about $20, $21. If you had sold then, you would have gave up $5. You could have got back 10 minutes later. The emotions of these traders got the best of them. They made a mistake. They made a $5 mistake in 5 minutes. Okay. Now, who knows? Facebook could have great guidance in the call. Maybe something happens in the morning. Maybe Trump makes another agreement, and all of a sudden Facebook's green tomorrow. All because of your inability to control your emotions. You made a knee-jerk mistake, just like Netflix, right? We talked about that when Netflix missed. If you look at Netflix today, it looks like it's starting to get a nice little recovery. All you had to do with Netflix is be patient and be unemotional, and you would have known weather the storm. So you guys, make sure you control your emotions. After hours is a great time to do that. There's a little trading tips for you guys. You got a little free information today. So again, guys, looking through the comments, all of you, welcome. We got our regulars here today, as always. We'll be back tomorrow, barring any sound issues. And don't forget, there's that great live presentation tomorrow. If you guys are a local resident, come on down and join us. Click the link and sign up and reserve your seat. It's shocking that the response we got. We know we're good, but we didn't know we were that popular. So there's a big response. So make sure you register, okay? Don't just show up. One, there's a door charge, and two, what if we run out of seats? You don't want to be that guy, all right? So you guys have a great Wednesday night. We'll be back tomorrow, Thursday, after the market for the show. You guys enjoy the market in the morning. It should be exciting. Facebook just picked up another about 0.5%. So, again, take it with a grain of salt. All right, gang. No worries. you're a member, so you'll be informed on what's going on and stuff, and you get it every day anyway, so you don't have to worry about that. But look, gang, let's call it a day, man. It's Wednesday, it's hump day. Everybody wants to go relax already. Don't fixate on the aftermarket, okay? And we'll see you guys tomorrow after the market, and then for you local residents, we'll see you at the presentation. Thank you so much.